Carrie Todd from the BW Department of Biology and Geology. I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about fossils, which you might find when you're out hiking in the summertime. It's one of the things that my family and I like to do a lot. We like to go for hikes in the summer, and we like to look for fossils. One of the best places to look for fossils, regardless of where you are, is to look in a river or stream bed, such as this. The river has really done all of the hard work. They've pulled the rocks out of the outcrops, you can see behind me, and then they've started to weather the rocks a little bit, and then they deposit them all along your feet. So for example, in this park, when you walk along the stream bank, there's all kinds of large rocks laying around. And if you look carefully, you might find a rock such as this that has many types of fossils. So in this rock, which is the Meadville Shale, which is very prevalent in northeastern Ohio, and actually has more fossils than any other rock in the area, we can see some different kinds of fossils. We have these twig-looking things, which are called bryozoans. We have some of these nets, which are also bryozoans. We have these circular discs, which are crinoids. Crinoids are like sea lilies, and this is part of the stem. Another common fossil we might find around here is called a brachiopod. A brachiopod just looks like a seashell that you find at the beach. In general, when you're looking for fossils, we want to look for rocks that would have been deposited underwater, where we would have had lots of sea life. So we're looking for things like shale, like the Meadville Shale here, or limestone, which would be deposited in more of an ocean environment. This Meadville Shale here, some of the youngest fossils that we'll find in Ohio. And when we say young, they're 350 million years old. Some of the older fossils in the state of Ohio are more like 450 million years old. So that's quite a range. Up here in the northeastern part of the state, we have the younger fossils. If you go down towards Cincinnati, you'll find some of those really old Ordovician fossils. One thing to keep in mind, not every place will allow you to collect the fossils, so make sure you check with the park, the area that you're in, to see if you're allowed to take the fossils with you. Regardless, it's nice to look for them. We provided some links on identifying some fossils and some great places around the state to go and collect fossils. Hope you learned something, and thanks for watching.
This is Maddie, the Outdoor Recreation Intern at Baldwin Wallace University, sponsored by BW Rec Sports. Today we're going to be talking about Leave No Trace. Leave No Trace is a set of 7 principles that provides a simple and easy to understand framework that minimizes the impact of anyone that's visiting the outdoors. Over the next few weeks, we will be covering each of the 7 principles and give you tips on how to best comply with them in order to improve the outdoor experience for you and for everyone else. These principles can be applied anywhere, from the remote wilderness, to local parks, to even your own backyard, and everything in between. They can be applied in nearly every recreational activity as well. Each of these principles covers a specific topic and provides detailed information and tips for minimizing your impact on the outdoors. Today we will be covering planning ahead and being prepared. Trip planning ensures the safety of group and individuals, contributes to accomplishing trip goals, and increases self-confidence and opportunities for learning more about nature. There are 6 basic elements to consider when planning a trip. Number 1, identify and record goals and expectations of the trip. Number 2, identify the skills and abilities of trip participants. Number 3, gain knowledge of the area you plan to visit from land managers, maps, and literature. Number 4, choose equipment and clothing for safety and leave no trace qualities. Number 5, plan trip activities to match your goals, skills, and abilities. Number 6, evaluate your trip upon return to note any changes to make next time. Other elements to consider when planning a trip can be weather, terrain, restrictions, and regulations. Today we will be discussing the Leave No Trace principle number 4, leave what you find. Good campsites are found, not made. Leave areas as you find them, and minimize campsite alterations by not digging trenches or constructing tables, chairs, or other improvements. Avoid damaging trees and plants by not hammering nails into them, hacking at them with hatchets or saws, or carving your initials into trees. Picking a few flowers does not seem like it would have a great impact on the environment, and if it were only a few, that would be true. But if every visitor took just a few flowers, it would have a more significant impact on the environment. Take care to leave any natural or cultural artifacts that you find, such as rocks, antlers, plants, or petrified wood, to name a few. Leaving these objects not only preserves discovery for other visitors, but it also maintains a healthy and consistent habitat for the wildlife that inhabits it. For more information, check out lnt.org.